Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel for this Saturday morning, afternoon or evening across the world we may be at. I hope you're all doing well, and today I've got a really good positive video for you about Virgin Atlantic Airways, and they have partnered with a company called Autism Double Checked. And I'm basically going to read the statement about them and then give my thoughts at the end. Autism Double Checked have partnered with Virgin Atlantic. Autism Double Check's mission is simple: to help make travel more accessible, predictable and supportive for autistic travellers and their families. Virgin Atlantic has launched a new autism awareness training program for all their cabin crew in partnership with Autism Double Checked. Individuals who have lived experience of autism, the training would be rolled out as part of the annual recurrent training, ensuring that crew members across the organisation are equipped with knowledge and confidence to better support autistic passengers. The programme includes 2 digital learning modules: increased general understanding of autism, recognising the signs of distress or overwhelm, adapting communication styles to meet individual needs, offering reassurance and support throughout the journey. By focusing on the awareness, communication and empathy, the goal is simple: to make every passenger feel more comfortable, understood and supported while being on board. So that's the first bit of it now, and then I'm going to read the second bit. A commitment to inclusive travel. Becky Woodmansey, the Chief People Officer at Virgin Atlantic Airways, says, "At Virgin Atlantic, we're committed to making sure everyone can take on the world. We know that for autistic customers and their families, flying can be a unique and unfamiliar environment which presents challenges. By listening to our customers and working with Autism Double Checked, autism travel specialists alongside our own people who have personal experience of autism, we've built a training program that gives every crew member the understanding and confidence to make a real difference on board. This initiative reflects a broader commitment from Virgin Atlantic to create a more inclusive travel experience for all their passengers. It also builds on previous efforts with plans to extend autism training to their customer-facing ground staff as well in 2026, further strengthening the support." So what are my autistic thoughts on this article? I will link the article down below in the video description as well. So my autistic thoughts about Virgin Atlantic is that I'm really happy to hear that Virgin Atlantic are doing ongoing autism awareness training on the ground, as well as cabin crew in the air, to support neurodivergent people and their families on the autism spectrum. I feel that this will be increasing and focus on travelling and communication to get us to travel on board with them and to reassure us and to try all different communication styles of how we communicate and to show genuine empathy and concern and comfort for autistic people and their families. I think this seems to really truly understand how to make us more accessible and included within the autism travel scheme, and wanting to make sure autistic people and the autism specialists work together in a partnership going forward. So yeah, I really think this is a positive step forward for everybody. I think this is something that we're really going to see more across all other airlines, and for Virgin Atlantic to take that step and to actually really seem to support autistic people, have autistic people involved throughout the whole process, shows that they are trying to be more inclusive, more supportive, and to actually take the improvements and suggestions and comments on board about it, and the fact that they're actually encouraging autistic people and their families to travel with them and actually explain through the process what's going to happen, and using different communication styles and different ways of engaging with the autistic population and the neurodivergent population. I think it's something that's been a long time coming. Personally, I think this should have been done decades and decades and decades ago, but now it is being done, it is being worked out. There is training schemes available online as well as in-person training by what this company is offering to Virgin Atlantic, and I think it's a really good step forward to inclusivity, into neurodiversity, the understanding, the knowledge, the training, the communication, the partnership that's going to be going on for quite some time. I think this is a really good step forward to show that they are serious about it, and that it's something that's going to be not just a temporary thing, it's going to be a permanent, ongoing, recurrent training. So it's just going to be something that's going to be going on behind the scenes all the time, and to actually do it to ground staff as well, I think it's really essential, because not just the onboard staff will be communicating with us or talking to us or interacting with us, it's going to be the ground staff going through the passport control, the baggage control, going to the aircraft, through the terminal, in the cafes, in the bar areas, in the restaurants. It's going to be along each step of the journey through the airport and then back again. So it's important that this communication is put not just one way but both ways, to the airport and from the airport. And I think this is something that we're going to need to see improve through all airlines and all air travel and land travel as well. But I'm really pleased that Virgin Atlantic have taken this big step forward to work with people with autism and their families to see how best to communicate and best support us. I really hope that this is something that's going to be a positive change for everybody concerned in the training, and I really would love to be involved with some kind of training like this. I think it's going to be essential that autistic people even have this training to learn how to learn about our own communication, our own triggers, situations that may overwhelm us. And I think this is going to be a good way of knowing how to support people, whether they need wheelchairs or walking aids to get to the aircraft, or whether they need ear defenders, headphones, fidget aids, things like that as well can be included in this training. Also about if a person needs sign language, or if they don't have English as a first language, they may need an alternative language communication. So it's something else to consider as well. Obviously, food allergies is probably going to be part of this training as well, because obviously a lot of autistic neurodivergent people do have a lot of food allergies. So I think that's something else to take into consideration as well. But yeah, I am really looking forward to seeing the progress of this. Let me know what you think in the video description down below, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!